1970s things that kids no longer do. Really enjoy checking these kind of videos out because it's just things that I didn't do when I was a kid or wouldn't have done that you guys during the 1970s or around it was doing. From what I've seen already, you guys were doing some crazy things back then. So yeah, looking forward to jumping into this one. Before we do,
Hey guys, welcome to my channel, doing the reactions of the reactions to L3WG. This one, we're going to take it a decade back. Before I had done the 1980s, now we're going to be doing the 1970s, so let's hit it.
The 70s. It was a decade of muscle cars, bell-bottoms, rock and roll.
Oh, I love
even
those
a little
pants.
bit of disco.
the good times.
Back then, people did things that are now frowned upon.
Yeah.
Sure, it was a little...
I'm so surprised how many of you guys drink water out of the hose taps. I've never known anyone to ever have done that.
Well, dangerous.
I'm the other way around. I remember growing up and everyone drank out of the hose. I don't know anybody who didn't drink out of the hose. I guess unless it's kids your age.
But it certainly was a lot of fun.
Right.
In today's video, we'll take a look back at some of the things done in the 70s that are no longer acceptable.
Yeah, you can't be doing... Bro,
No.
even these pictures, you can't be doing that now.
They're not driving. They're sitting at a drive-in. Their car stopped.
The 1970s was a time when things were different, and I'm not just
That's a
talking
wonderful
about
outfit,
fashion.
isn't it?
Okay.
There were things that we did, and yet here we are.
Crazy
For
kid.
example, kids would play outside all day. If there was dirt on
Yes.
our hands or faces
Yes.
and
Look
we
at
had
that.
somewhere important to go, then no problem.
Right.
We didn't use antibacterial wipes or hand sanitizer. We had something better. Mom spit in a handkerchief, and that was pretty much like 409.
Yes.
What, did you not even have water?
We had water, but
Did you
my
not
mom...
have, like, could you not hop in a
Oh,
bucket
no.
in the 1970s?
Dude, my
Bro,
mom used to do
what?
that
That's
too. It
funny.
was
But,
horrible.
like, how the
That
statement
was
was,
horrible.
kids playing outside. Yeah, kids don't do that no more, do they? I don't know.
Could remove anything.
What, huh?
Handkerchief, and that was pretty much like 409. It could remove anything. And
See people
speaking
spit.
of being outside, as kids we rode bikes without helmets, bike paths, or adult
Look at that
supervision.
kid.
There weren't any elbow pads or knee pads either.
Crazy
Oh,
kid.
Ended up
he's
with
gonna biff
scarred
it, isn't he?
elbows and knees. It sure was fun though. Those
Oh, yeah.
scabs and scars were like trophies
that.
with great stories to tell about what happened.
Yo, that picture's crazy, bro.
Yeah, that was in my last
This
video.
picture screams
Yeah.
so many things happening, right?
Yes.
First of all, why?
Evil Knievel is why.
Yo,
Evil
if you
Knievel.
did this, I guarantee so many people got hurt, bro, doing this. Like, the guy in the end, yo, man, if I wanted to do this, I'd want to be the guy there. This guy right here. Actually, look, what if you just, like, don't jump and you just fall? Oh, I don't know, bro. Yeah, I just wouldn't do this. That's crazy. But the funniest thing about this photo, right, is the dad in the background just watching it for entertainment.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Have fun,
I
kids.
love that, bro.
Great stories to tell about what happened. But kids back then were adventurous. When a
Right.
kid got seriously
Yeah.
injured, people generally felt sorry for their parents. They didn't blame them for
Hey,
letting
which one of you guys had to actually put trash bags around your cast just to take a shower?
them climb the trees.
Huh?
Safety standards of today weren't anywhere to be seen back then. There were trampolines, but they didn't have safety nets around them.
Oh, I had, you know what, when I was a kid, I did have trampolines with no safety nets. And the amount of times I flew off or caught my skin in the springs, oh my, bro. I've even done like a flip off and landed on the grass. But hey, it's all fun and games. It actually is. Like, it hurts a little bit, but it's fun, bro. It's fun. But yeah, that's the, from this video, that's the only thing I've done.
We actually loved the challenge of danger. Remember squirting down the trampoline with water and adding a little bit of palm olive dish soap to make
Water,
it
never
extra
soap.
slippery?
I don't remember
Okay,
that.
that's so
That just meant
dangerous.
extra laughs when your friend slid off of the trampoline onto the ground.
Yo, you
And
guys are
even going
mad.
to camp back then was
Yes.
completely different. Your parents didn't have to fill out 20 forms of paper
Yeah.
wanting
Maybe
complete
one form.
medical history,
One form.
including all of your allergies,
Yeah.
insurance, and waivers in case you got hurt.
There was no forms. They just sent you to camp. There you go. See you in a bit.
Yeah. No, see you in 6 weeks. Bye.
Bro, crazy time.
School was also much different back in the 70s. For the most part, we went to the closest school and not necessarily the best one.
Okay.
If we
Makes
rode the
sense.
bus and we acted up, the bus driver would yell at you.
Dude, I love this picture. You see what you see about this picture? kids getting off the bus and the parents aren't dropping them off at school, so it gives them independence. I love it.
The kid actually got in trouble, not the bus driver.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
We took our lunches to school in metal lunch pails, and inside could be leftover chicken, bologna, or even tuna.
Lindsay
Back
Wagner.
then, there were no fridges in the classrooms, and there certainly weren't any of those ice blocks to put in your lunch pail.
Yo, it's actually crazy because all the things that I'm seeing is like, bro, how did so many of you survive? Like, the way that I was brought up and other kids nowadays, to us, it's like, how did you survive that? You know what I mean? Man, we're wimps, bro. And especially the kids nowadays.
Dude,
We're
you just got
wimps.
look
Yet
at the
for
food,
some
sniff
reason,
it.
we didn't get food poisoning.
Evil Knievel.
Mad.
If you
Bro,
had a
like, honestly, we think now, if we leave chicken, and I hold my hands up, bro, I'm the same.
What?
If I leave chicken out for 2 hours, I think I'm going to get food poisoning.
Ah.
You guys are probably leaving it out all day. No fridge.
poisoning.
Oh my
If you had
God,
a teacher that
70s
was
porno
angry all the
star.
time, then you just dealt with it.
Okay.
You didn't transfer out of class. You just hoped and prayed that you would have a better one next year.
Oh, wow.
When a teacher
Yeah,
gave you
true.
swats, you certainly didn't run home and tell your parents because we were all afraid that we would get it again.
Oh, what? Smacking the kid?
Yeah.
Yo, imagine if that happened now, bro. Oh, my.
For the most
Oh man, I totally remember the principal doing that, but I never remember the teachers doing any punishment. But definitely the principal had a paddle.
part,
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, though. I've said this before. I actually think some kids need it, bro, in school. I ain't gonna lie.
100%.
Bro, these
Yes.
kids nowadays, they
Yeah,
are
I know,
out
buddy.
of hand, bro. Like,
Yeah.
some of them are out of hand. Some of them need
I
it.
agree.
kids
I
just
agree.
avoided getting in trouble in the first place.
Right, yeah.
Parents rarely knew our
True
teacher's
that.
name, much less how qualified they
Look at
were.
those hairstyles. I
When
love
it
them.
came time for the parent-teacher conference, kids got nervous and scared, not the teachers. If you
That part I don't really understand. When I was a kid, I totally remember getting scared and nervous. I had anxiety of what the teacher was going to tell my mom. So if you're a teacher nowadays, leave a comment. I'm curious if that's actually true. Why are teachers intimidated by the parents or the kid? That part I just don't understand.
got a bad grade on a test, then you got a talking to and not a cuddle. Back
Okay.
then, if a kid received
Wow.
an award for being student of the week, then it meant that they actually did something great instead of just showing up for school.
Wow.
In the 70s, what happened on the playground stayed on the playground. It could be rough, but it could certainly be fun.
I'm not too sure about that. It wasn't like Vegas, like what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Yeah, I mean, if something bad did happen, you would tell the teacher. So
Okay.
When you did get injured, a teacher could put mercurochrome on a scraped knee
True.
without a
But we had a school
parent's
nurse, too.
permission or completing an incident report.
Okay.
School field trips were much easier. There was no such thing as a kid-to-parent volunteer ratio. You were
What
just
is that?
happy to get out of class, and you didn't
Oh,
want to
yeah.
do anything to ruin the next trip.
field trips were the best thing about school. I loved it. Or when we had to watch a movie. Yeah.
School breaks were always welcomed, and it wasn't about art class or summer camps. But we did try to blow off steam by getting
yeah.
into some sort of sport on Saturdays. Making the team was always a big deal, and it wasn't always guaranteed.
Yeah, I can't lie. I'm not just saying this to say this, bro, but it's like we're filming this in, and it does seem like just a more fun time, bro, growing up. It really does. It actually really does, bro.
If you didn't
Yes.
make it, then you had to try harder next
Bad
time
news
or
bears.
pick a different sport. When you won the big game, you could tell tall tales about how it was done. If you had a great season and you came out on top, then you got a trophy. There were also trophies for second and third place, but not 20th. Not every
Yep.
kid was going to get one, and it was perfectly fine.
Is that what they do nowadays? Because I don't really have many trophies. I was more of a gamer growing up as
Oh.
a kid, playing on my console. Not really like sports, right? So I don't really
Yeah.
have much trophies. Do
All the
kids
kids call-
nowadays get
Yeah.
trophies? Just for
Participation
participating? Yeah, I
trophies.
can imagine they do. I can imagine they do.
It's a sad
Family
thing.
vacations came
Really
before
is.
kids' sporting schedules, and that's something that seems to be disappearing from today's time.
It is. It really is. It really is. Wow.
Birthday parties were fun back in the 70s, and they certainly weren't like today's parties with celery and face painting. We had hot dogs, burgers, soda, and of course cake, but there were also other things to challenge you with an element of danger. Remember having your hands tied behind your back, being blindfolded, and trying to eat a donut on a string before others could?
No, I don't. People that have my age, do you remember doing something like this? I remember maybe bobbing for apples, nothing ever like this.
Sometimes
was
this
fun.
was even done while you were being held upside down.
What?
Sharp things were just part of the fun at parties in the 1970s.
Yeah.
Sharp things were just the fun at parties.
Yeah.
Yo, imagine now. Today's world, bro. Hey, sharp things, we have to put like safety edges on.
We played pin the tail on a donkey with a sharp tack after being spun in a circle and were completely dizzy.
Mad.
Yeah,
And how about
kids on the
lawn darts?
perimeter had to watch
We all
out.
played the game, and
Oh,
we
yeah.
didn't think about it being dangerous.
That was
And
on the
as
last
a
video.
10-year-old boy, it was perfectly fine to receive a pocket knife as a present.
Absolutely. Yes. We played outside. We needed them.
Yo,
Gotta cut those
10-year-olds running
sticks.
around with pocket knives.
Yeah, you just gotta bring
That
them to
sounds like
school.
London.
A
No.
gift like that could come in really handy and could last a
Absolutely.
lifetime.
Okay, that's
We also
cool
didn't
though.
worry about germs at parties. Nobody wrote their
Yeah.
names on cups, and we all shared them at some point.
Right,
We
okay.
probably even offered our friend a bite of our own hot dog. If somehow we got injured and spilled blood, then there was a good chance that we were going to become blood brothers. This,
True.
of course, was long before the AIDS scare of the 1980s.
I totally remember that.
Weekend
No, for real though. Like, how did you actually survive? Yo, I don't care, bro. If you was like raised around the times of the 1970s, bro, how did you actually survive, man?
were a lot of fun.
Hey.
Saturday
Very
mornings
well.
were your TV time. Just you,
Cool.
some cartoons, and your favorite sugary cereal. The rest of the day belonged to Dad, so he could watch sports, a movie, or even the news later that evening.
Right.
True.
So now that TV time was over, it was off to your friend's house to ring the doorbell
Yeah.
and ask if they could come out to play.
Yeah, not text them. Yo, you coming out to play? No.
Hey, you can still call
You
them.
actually have to go there and try and drag their ass up. You know what?
Yeah.
I actually did go through a phase. So, like, I'd say from the age of, like, 8 to 12, 13,
Okay.
I
Yeah.
had to go out and knock on for people, and people knocked on for me. But
Good.
then it, like, kind of went into, like, we started getting mobile phones and stuff like that. So, I was kind of in the middle. But I'm telling you right now, when I was, like, 8 to 12, 13, that was the most fun I had as a kid. Then after 13, I got, like, gaming consoles, and then I just never really went outside after that. But...
You know, we had gaming consoles too. Just they weren't as good as yours. Maybe like the Atari, the Nintendo Entertainment System. But as you see in that picture down below, if you want to find out where your friends are at, because we didn't have cell phones, you just ride around the neighborhood. Hey, there they are. That's where all the bikes are at. All right, let's go party.
It was fun, man. It really was.
Back then, it was always easy to tell where all the kids were in the neighborhood
Yep.
because of all the bicycles out front.
Yep.
For the most part, kids could do
True.
whatever they wanted as long as they stayed out of their parents' hair. The
Yeah.
weekend was really all about your parents' social life.
Yeah.
It was a perfect time for a sleepover
always
at a
partied.
friend's house. Then the next weekend, it would
Do people even do that nowadays?
Why wouldn't
Bro,
they?
sleepovers. Do
that
they
not a
actually
thing?
do it nowadays or not?
be your turn to have your friend over.
I used to do them growing up.
Yeah.
But I don't really
Many kids
have
did.
Dinner was
them
an
now.
important time for the family to sit down together at the table and discuss the day or current events.
Yeah, true.
As soon as it was over, it was time to take out the trash and do the dishes.
yeah,
That
that's
was
true.
every bit as important as doing your homework.
Right.
Yep.
Being tired was no excuse to be rude either.
Agreed.
Everyone was tired.
My mom used to wake my ass up.
What
Do
a
the
time,
dishes.
bro.
Going to the grocery store was an experience.
Oh, yeah.
Kids rode in grocery carts without seat belts or padded liners. Heck,
They have
it was
padded
even
liners?
fun to just have groceries piled up on top of you. It was also fun to ride on the end of the cart as your parents pushed it.
Dude,
The
my mom
cereal
used to
aisle was-
smoke
Yeah, I
in
just
the.
imagine like just a bunch of kids at the bottom of the shopping cart trolley and just all
Yeah.
groceries just on top of you, bro.
Super
Dude, my mom
colorful,
used to
and they had
smoke
some
in the
really
store.
cool toys and prizes inside.
Cool.
Back then, grocery stores had only one kind of milk. If you wanted skim milk, then you could just be a little weirdo by drinking half a glass or adding ice to it. We certainly
What?
didn't have 30 kinds of rice, almond, and soy milk. The choice was easy: milk or no milk. Every
they had
grocery
powdered
store
milk.
had a good butcher that you got to
Horrible.
know well.
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
Meat packages didn't have a sell-by or use-by date. We depended on our noses and visual inspection to see if
There
it
you
was
go.
still okay to use.
No way.
Yeah.
One thing you absolutely didn't see were kids on iPads or doing the latest TikTok dances.
Is that why my granddad would always say to me, like, if I'm like, yo, granddad, like, is this our date? We don't know. Like, maybe it's not in the packet or something. He would just, like, it's in foil or something, right? He would just smell it. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, are you sure? It's been in
Of
it for
course.
ages. He's like, yeah, that's fine, man. Is that
Yeah.
right?
Absolutely didn't see
Probably.
were kids on iPads or doing the latest TikTok dances. Kids just had to enjoy the experience. This was also true on long trips in the car. No iPads, snacks, or juice boxes needed. You just found ways to entertain yourself.
I Spire
Maybe
the
you
alphabet
played car
game.
bingo, or maybe you pulled out the elastic out of your sock and then popped your little sister or brother.
Maybe.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
look out. They're crying.
Uh-oh.
Here comes Dad's arm. Don't make him stop the car.
Don't give me a reason to stop the car and make
What
you
a time,
cry.
bro.
No matter what, kids always found something to do. If you didn't, then your parents would. Never ever say that you were bored. That meant extra chores.
You know what?
I'll find something for you to do.
I enjoyed how I grew up, right? Having a little bit of like going out and then gaming. Like, I did enjoy it, and it was some of my best times. But
Yeah.
I'm also getting a little bit of FOMO by watching this. You know what I mean? Fear of missing out. I actually am. Like, I would like to experience this. You know, maybe for a couple years. But I did really enjoy the game and stuff. So, yeah, I kind of want a little bit of both. But I would actually love to experience this for like a couple years. I really would.
Back then,
I'd probably cry and get hurt, though. So, I don't know, actually.
kids would grab scrap pieces
Gross
of lumber
character,
and
buddy.
materials and then build their own clubhouse. None
Nice.
of them ever came from Amazon or big box stores.
Whoa, wait a second. I didn't know you could buy a fort from Amazon. I kind of seen like plastic things at Home Depot. Is that what they're talking about?
You know what I did do when I was a kid, actually, right? Which kids probably don't do now. So, we had like a really big park where I lived, right?
Okay.
In the neighborhood. And basically, me and my mate, we spent weeks and weeks and weeks with scissors
Okay.
and knives, cutting the branches, and we made a den inside of the hedge of the bush.
Really?
Right?
Okay.
And we like carved all the inside. And, like,
Sweet.
bro, we had like a little tunnel. Oh, it was so cool. It was actually so cool.
I love
Bro,
that.
I might talk to him and see if he can remember it, because I haven't spoken to him
Dude,
in a while.
you are
but yeah,
so
I
you're
was
such a
cool
Gen
with
Xer at heart. You're
So
a Gen
fun.
Xer at heart, buddy.
Every year, kids would look through Christmas catalogs and
Oh,
dream
yeah.
about what they wanted. It was always fun to circle everything you liked.
Or cut them out.
Kids
Yeah.
didn't get
True.
everything that they
I did that.
wanted. If you got one item
I had
from
that
your wish
toy. I had
list,
the
then
$6
you
million
had a really
man
good
toy.
result.
Nah, everyone gets everything.
My sister had those Barbies.
There are literally
Oh,
thousands
big
of
play
things
place.
that kids used
I
to
love
do in the
those things.
70s but are no longer being done now. Most
He's
of
gonna
those
wipe
things
out.
are either illegal or frowned upon.
Illegal.
Was it better or worse?
Bro, is he drinking beer? What?
Oh, I must admit, when I was a kid, I remember drinking my dad's Olympia, just like that kid right there.
What's that can?
I'm not quite sure, and I'll let you be the judge of that, but I'm really grateful that I got to experience the 70s firsthand.
Yes.
Yo, these, bro, I swear some of these are like bad now in the UK. Because,
Really?
bro, people like break legs and stuff like that. These, bro, you can fly off that. You can fly.
I got to experience the 70s firsthand. Can you think
Those
of
things are
anything that
awesome.
we missed, or maybe you just want to share some special
Tons of
memories of
stuff.
things you used to do? Let
Yeah, you guys definitely got to do that in the comments.
us know in
Yes,
the comments
please do.
below. As always, thank you so much for watching.
Hey guys, thank you for enjoying this video with me. I enjoyed going down memory lane with y'all and seeing the perspective from L3WG as well. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Peace out.